All right. Now, yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? I just dropped my, y'all know the script, man. I just dropped my daughter off at daycare and I'm heading to the plantation. But peep game, man, we got to rap, man. We got to rap about some shit, man. And just once again, man, we got to keep the same fucking energy, man. Shout out to Nuka, the IBFP. Because, niggas just do not have a degree in keeping the same energy, bro. So now, back in, what was that? February when the fight was announced, y'all was mad, and then y'all feelings that he decided to fight Bivol of all people. Now y'all are mad that he's not giving him a rematch. And instead, going, I mean, the plan at the end of the day was for him to fight Golovkin. That was the plan. It was already etched in the contract. Bivol and Golovkin, and we'll figure out a third later on in the year. I don't see, y'all don't have a problem with Earl Spence allegedly sticking to the script and going and, staying on the type time that he was on. Y'all didn't mind Earl Spence going over there and getting all the belts before he even mentioned to Terrence Crawford. But now that Canelo was sticking to the script on what it is that he was doing, it's an issue. And this is written in a contract. There was no contract on Earl Spence stalling Bud. There was no contract on that. But there's a contract with Canelo as it pertains to Bivol and Golovkin. And now that he's honoring that contract, y'all have the nerve to have an attitude with that. Y'all are some of the most indecisive ass niggas I've ever seen in my life, and it's to a fault, man. It's really irritating, just sitting back and reading y'all tweets and y'all posts. The shit talk is one thing. I don't mind the shit talk. A lot of the shit is funny, but when the energy just isn't matched, that's when it becomes problematic. It's like y'all niggas is a trip. Y'all were mad at him for fighting Bivol. Now y'all mad that he's not giving him a rematch. Because y'all want to see him lose again. And who's to say that he even loses in the next match? I can't take a lot of you cats who proclaim to be fans of the sport serious, man, because it's just real nonsensical and asinine, the type, just the narratives that you niggas formulate, man, to make shit make sense or justify your disdain for somebody. This shit is just past dumb with you niggas. It's past dumb. Yo, oh my fucking God. Yo, pause. Alright, I'm back, man. So yeah, like I was saying, man, you niggas disgust me, man. It's nothing less than gross sitting back and listening to you niggas talk about boxing, man. It's the most dick riding, fucking cocksocket ass niggas that got. It's just the dumbest shit in the world. All to big up dudes who are just unaccomplished and uninspired to accomplish, uninspired to do great shit. You know what I'm saying? If they have to put in the actual road work to obtain it, man, it is just the dumbest shit in the world. It is just the dumbest shit in the world. David Benavidez is being praised and getting roses thrown at his feet for beating Lemieux, who lost to Golovkin and Billy Joe Saunders. Even though Billy Joe Saunders was a fucking cherry pick, by the way, a Euro bum when Canelo beat him. But this dude is getting roses thrown at his feet for beating him. A dude who he's not been perceived as the best. He was never perceived as the best middleweight. He was a champion, but at middleweight, all right, whatever the fuck ever. But even then, it was, he was never that dude. Now he moves up to 168 pounds, and the beatdown that Benavidez put on him, oh shit, man, Canelo better stay away from that dude, because he beat a washed Lemieux. Even though if he decided that he wanted to fight Lemieux and beat him in the fashion that he beat him, it'd be deemed a cherry pick. You niggas are a trip. You niggas are a trip. Everything that he does is, oh man, it's a cherry pick. It's an asterisk by it, man. But when someone does just the most minuscule milestone, it's praised. Oh man, Canelo better stay away from him. Man, this is why Canelo ducking him. Oh my fucking God! Just to listen to you niggas is just it's nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking. Y'all was saying Bivol was a cherry pick and this and that and the third, just for him to get mad, just for y'all to get mad when he doesn't give him a rematch. This is some weirdo shit. I'm seeing people saying Tank Davis is about to be the new face of boxing. Oh, Canelo, he done. He need to retire. He should be, he about to retire. He about to. Why? Because he lost to a light heavyweight. What niggas is failing to realize is this: he is still an undisputed world champion. He's still undisputed in his division. He did not lose at 168 pounds. He's still king dingling up there. Why y'all niggas is super stoked that he lost to a light heavyweight? If you, I made a video saying that I don't see Bivol's gonna win that fight. That wasn't a surprise to me. That wasn't no upset to me. It wasn't. I saw the writing on the wall before it happened. Because I'm objective and I'm a logical thinking man in my everyday life, not just in boxing. When you operate, you stay in that gray area. When you stay in that gray area, it doesn't have to be all of this. It could be this and that. It's both. I can understand both paradigms. I operate well in that area. I'm a human being, man. I don't know shit. So you operate within that gray area. You don't know nothing. You ain't been around long enough to know shit. For me to know something, I'd have to live thousands of years, and we all know that's humanly impossible. Dude. This was not no cherry pick. This wasn't, it was none of that. Bivol is a legitimate bona fide world champion, arguably the best light heavyweight. That's not a cherry. You don't cherry pick the best in the division, in a division that you don't even belong in. The fuck is you niggas talking about? And it's just the dumbest shit in the world how y'all want this man to now all of a sudden go and give him a rematch. Should he give him that rematch instead of a motherfucking David Benavidez? Should he give him a rematch instead of going fighting Jamal Charlo now? Did we just abandon Benavidez and Charlo fighting Canelo just so he can get in there and fight with Bivol again and possibly lose? What are we doing? You niggas is just void of logic, bro, and it's just the biggest head scratcher how you niggas operate. Like, be a fan of the sport, man. Be a fan of somebody losing in a, in a capacity in which they're challenging themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. How the fuck does a 5'7" ass nigga in Canelo Alvarez jump up to a division that David Benavidez turned down going to it, becoming a mandatory for a strap? But we gonna praise David Benavidez for him beating David Lemieux. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Everybody amped off Rolly Romero and Tank Davis. I ain't did a prediction video yet because I don't give a fuck about that fight. I ain't did a prediction video on Sulecki versus Jamal Charlo because I don't give a fuck about that fight. I don't. I ain't did a video on Deontay Wilder and him allegedly coming back. And I honestly don't give a fuck if he comes back. I just gotta be real. Just gotta be real. God damn, this shit is beyond me how you niggas operate. It's beyond me. We'll give Canelo all the shit in the world for fighting Bivol in the first place and then get mad when he don't give him a rematch. An immediate rematch. But if he gives him a rematch in September, y'all are gonna have something to say about that. I know you are. The same niggas, not everybody of course, but the same niggas who was mad that he's not giving him a rematch in the now are gonna have something to say about it in September if he decides to give him a rematch. Instead of fighting Charlo, instead of fighting Benavidez, instead of fighting Andre. You niggas are, it's a case of you just can't please everybody. You niggas is just pessimistic. It's just the dumbest shit in the world, dog. Like, even I revere Teddy Atlas. I think he is an incredible trainer and a brilliant boxing mind. How are you gonna say that Canelo has to go through Benavidez to be the top dog at 168 pounds because he beat David Lemieux, a nigga who has lost to two victims that he... Come on, man. Canelo victimized both of the niggas that beat him. One knocked him out, the other one completely outclassed him. And we gonna give David Benavidez all the praise and accommodations for beating him. I would expect it a little bit more from Teddy Atlas. Gotta be real. Expect it a little bit more. Keep the same fucking energy, dog. That's what it all boils down to. If you mad that Canelo was getting the fucking giving Golovkin this trilogy, that's on you. Because this trilogy is still bigger business than all of them. Any fight that you can think of. It's way bigger business. It's bigger than Charlo. It's bigger than Benavidez. Maybe not Benavidez. Maybe not. But at the end of the day, you can't be mad at somebody. It's a trilogy. Y'all niggas was mad that he didn't. Oh, he got robbed. Golovkin got robbed in the rematch, and you know this and that and the third. All right, cool. So now we getting that get back. Now y'all mad about that. Also, cherry pick. He fighting old ass Golovkin, but y'all wanted old ass Golovkin to give Charlo and Andre a shot. I can't take you niggas serious, man. It's so many contradictions in how y'all operate and how y'all think. It's just the most asinine logic I've ever seen in my life. Golovkin's not good enough for Canelo, but he's good enough for Charlo and Andre. Billy Joe Saunders is a cherry pick and a Euro bum, even though he beat Lemieux before David Benavidez beat him. And now that David Benavidez beat him, Canelo needs to steer clear of David Benavidez. Or fight him to prove for who's for supremacy at 168 pounds. I just do not understand how y'all think, man. I do not get it. Before it was a cherry pick, don't nobody want to see that fight. Oh, now y'all mad that Canelo's not giving him a rematch. Even though that was a part of the script. And y'all don't have shit to say about Errol Spence following his script. And getting all the belts before he even mentioned Terrence Crawford's name. Whew. I'll be winded thinking about listening to the logic that y'all spew on these social media spaces, man. And my head hurts talking about it, man. So I'm out, man. I'm about to get this day over with, man. Deuces.